Hate me, don't you?
Kons Podcast.
Hate me, don't you?
Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
Hate me, don't you?
Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? She went to court. She going to court for the assault charge that she had got, I guess, back in New York, 2018. Drake's OVO Store in New York was getting thrashed, vandalized, windows cracked open. And Mariah Carey was on some interview speaking about she was starstruck when she said Tupac had said her name. Gotta love Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never not gonna be Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? No matter where she at, we done seen her in interviews. Yeah, what's going on? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Them off. What's going on? No, you know what I'm saying? What is happening? What's happening? You feel me? It's episode 293 today. You know what I'm saying? Episode 293. You know what I mean? If this your first time, man, and you new here, this is where we go over the headlines, go over the news, go over what's been current events, whatever been taking place, and made a headline and then put in your face whenever you log down to the internet and look at your homepage, whether your homepage is Google, Hip Hop DX, MSNBC, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably touching on one of them current events or headlines right here on Kons Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Monday through Friday, I'm here to keep you updated. I try to post Monday through Friday, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely here to keep you updated on everything that's happening. Just stay tuned, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean, for today, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got too much for today, you know what I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode 292, you know what I'm saying, where I let you know that Drake had bought a fake death row chain, you know what I mean, somebody was claiming it was Pac's old chain, and a lot of people make comparisons and said it wasn't the real one. Also let you know that Offset spoke on Drake and said that Drake ain't never charged him for a thing, said he was pulling up the video shoots, doing features, you know what I'm saying, featured on they songs, rap verses for free 99. I ain't never charged him, giving Drake some flowers. Ice-T, I let you know that he spoke on the damage of fentanyl after losing his homie Coolio and losing Prince and Michael K. Williams. All of them had fentanyl in their autopsy reports. Ice-T was reflecting on that. I let you know that. Also let you know that Kaiwa Technologies of China tech firm has developed a robot that can get pregnant and give birth to a child. Lord have mercy. I told y'all AI was taking over, and I meant it. You feel me? This is just further little things to let you further know that AI is here to take over everything that you do exclusively as a human. They here to mimic all that and try to do it better. But yeah, that was episode 292. You know what I'm saying? Just got a few quick little topics for you today for episode 293. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, being that it's late in the day. You know what I'm saying? It is Thursday, August 28th. You feel me? It is late in the afternoon. It is 5:45 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So by the time y'all see this episode, it's gonna be a little late. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot to do today. It wasn't even gonna record. You know what I mean? Had a lot to do. Just had a lot to do. A lot of places to go. Started at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And I was out and about doing a whole bunch of stuff. So, but here we are though, you know what I'm saying? Recording, got these three little topics for you today for episode 293. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna touch on Cardi B, how she is using tactics in the courtroom, switching up wigs. Got the attorneys asking about her wigs and all that. We're gonna touch on that. Drake's New York OVO store has been vandalized by some woman. Took a hammer to the glass and was breaking it. Said he stole her designs. We're gonna touch on that. And also Mariah Carey was starstruck by a certain somebody that we all know. Said she wished she dated him back in the day. We're going to find out who that is for the last topic as well. And then you all know how it goes. We're going to go into the final closing thoughts on these topics. You feel me? So without further ado, you know what I'm saying? Without no more chit chat or further banter, let's go ahead and jump right into these topics. You know what I'm saying? And for today's episode, you feel me? It's going to be tonight. It's going to be unedited. You know what I mean? Because I am tired. I'm ready to chill out. There's a lot going on. I was outside in the heat. That should be draining energy, you know what I'm saying? So I was tired, wasn't even feeling this. I wasn't even gonna record this, you know what I'm saying? But here I am, giving y'all these 3 topics, you know what I mean? So I ain't even gonna edit this. I'm just gonna go through it, you know what I'm saying? And whatever stays, you feel me? I'm just gonna go through it and edit it, put the clips in, and call it a day, you know what I'm saying? So all bloopers and ups and everything that may happen is gonna stay in this episode, you feel me? But yeah, episode 293, let's get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Up first, Cardi B. So Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? She went to court. She going to court for the assault charge that she had got, I guess, back in New York, 2018 or something like that. The girl was claiming that she assaulted her. You know what I'm saying? And Cardi B was saying that she a motherfucking lie. You a fucking lie. You feel me? She said that in court. Whoever the prosecutor was asking her, what did she say? He asked her to say it verbatim, exactly how she said it, and she said it exactly how she said it in court. You know what I'm saying? We all know Cardi B is gonna be Cardi B wherever she at. You know what I mean? And she was also switching up wigs to the point where the prosecutor had asked her about it. Didn't you have a different wig on? And she got to talking about her wigs. You know what I'm saying? But I had a scene, I believe it was the AI video that was saying that she was doing that for defense tactics, you know what I'm saying, to confuse the defense and have them talking about wigs and have them talking about her outfits rather than what's really going on, you know what I'm saying? So whatever she did, it definitely worked because it had the attorney asking her about her wigs, you feel me? So these next little clips that you're about to see, it's just a clip of the prosecutor asking her, I don't know, weird questions, and she being herself answering them, and also gonna let you know about the prosecutor asking her about these wigs that she switched up in court. Check these clips out.
Cardi B deliberately removed her serious black wig in court, exposing her platinum blonde curls. No one realizes she used 3 chilling tactics to secure victory in the lawsuit. First, at the start of the trial, she wore a short black wig with a black suit, projecting a stern and disciplined image completely different from her usual colorful long hair and tight outfits. But at the crucial moment of her statement, she suddenly took off the wig, revealing dazzling platinum curls. This dramatic transformation left a deep impression on the judge and amplified her presence. Second, the platinum look became her silent weapon. Cardi barely spoke, while Imani's story kept changing from push to hit. The striking hair drew all attention to her, making the other side look weak. Finally, the judge consistently referred to her as Cardi rather than Belcalis. Her platinum curls acted as a symbolic signature, reinforcing this sense of familiarity. Back in 2019, during the Hustlers promotions, she also used the blonde look to feel closer to her fans. The platinum curls weren't just a style statement, they were her tool to manipulate the courtroom's emotions. No wonder she is poised to win.
Almonds are Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
You can call me Cardi B.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair?
They're wigs.
Do you know what's discovery?
Yes.
What are form interrogatories?
I don't know what that means.
What is special interrogatory?
I do not know.
What are requests for admissions? You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know?
No.
But I'm talking to you now. Are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, we'll say, a debate.
Imani Ellis, a former security guard, is suing Cardi B over an alleged 2018 incident outside a Beverly Hills OBGYN office. Ellis claims Cardi scratched her face with fingernails, spat on her, used racial slurs, and caused emotional distress.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
That fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Did you sue her?
No.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant. And this girl's about to beat my Hello?
Cardi B getting agitated on this second day on the witness stand
Are you
during...
disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem. You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said in my face? Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to her
I want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself again.
That was Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Being herself in court, you know what I mean? Can't take the hood out of Cardi. You can take her out the hood, but she gonna be her motherfucking self at all times, you know what I'm saying? Even in the courtroom. Drake's OVO store in New York was getting thrashed, vandalized, their windows cracked open, broken by a lady, a black woman, slender black woman with a hammer, taking hammers to the windows and all that. She was inside the store throwing stuff down and all that. After I done read the backstory, she claims that Drake had stole a bunch of her designs. Apparently she's some type of fashion designer up and coming from Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? And apparently Drake stole her designs and some of her artwork for his clothing and merch and all that inside the OVO store. So she fed up and had enough and decided to go crashing, and then told the police when they got there, told the police to their face, if y'all hadn't showed up, I was gonna burn that motherfucker down too, to the ground. She told the police that, you feel me? So a lot of people were saying that she's doing it for clout, and some people were saying that they believe her, that he might have really did steal her designs because she came down there with a passion and was thrashing the store around, breaking windows and all that. You know what I mean? I don't think she was making that up. You know what I'm saying? Fans were saying that some believe her, some saying that she was doing it for clout because of all the hate that Mr. Light-Skinned Drake has been getting. So these next little clips that you're going to see is just a video of her thrashing it and vandalizing Drake's OVO store out in New York. Check it out.
Breaking motherfucking news. Breaking news. Did y'all not see today in New York City, a black female from Queens, 31 years old, I forget her name, literally went into Drake's store and destroyed the fuck out of it, claiming that she went to his store to break some shit, and she told police, I mean, she didn't even hide because the police were just going to arrest her for damages and shit. She said, and I was going to burn that bitch to the fucking ground. And you know, they asked, why the fuck were you over here like destroying his store and going to set it on fire, even though no one knew that she was going to set this shit on fire. They just knew that she was crashing the fuck out, breaking glasses through, like, the damages was almost close to $24,000. And like I said, she said she was planning to burn that bitch up to the ground. And she claims it's due to the fact that Drake himself or his team, whoever is involved, well, you know Drake's involved with his like store, but you don't know how involved he is about finding designs and stuff like that. Don't know, whatever. But apparently she's claiming Drake has stolen her design, claiming that she is an aspiring designer from Queens, New York, and it is confirmed she is from Queens, and claims that Drake stole her fashion design ideas and placed it on the basically whatever. I don't follow Drake's store or fashion, so I don't know if he recently released anything. I have no idea. But apparently she's claiming that he fucking stolen her fucking ideas and claiming it as his own. And I know people want to say, well, why she didn't take him to court? Well, the thing about designs people don't understand is that it's very hard to sue and win cases when it comes to stealing people's designs, because you have to have a patent. And if you don't have a patent, then you have to basically prove that, like, you basically got to have in physical, basically forms and paperwork and documents that he physically was in your fucking face and literally physically stolen the material from your fucking office or home and then came and designed it and then told his people to design it, in that sense. Like, if you physically can't prove by paperwork that he basically designed, stolen your fucking stuff, it's basically impossible for you to win a case in court. Reason why so many designers literally have their fucking work stolen every fucking day. Because again, unless you have a patent, or like I said, and yes, you can patent your art, thank you very much. But unless you have your artwork patent, unless you basically, like I said, can prove with paperwork and documents that someone literally stolen your work, the courts it's going to be a hard case to prove that he actually stolen the shit. But if you know like mentally, like you know that he was around, you know his people was around your shit, you know this, but you can't physically have it by paperwork, it's still no proof, and it's just a he say she say thing. Therefore, a reason why so many designers literally have their work stolen every day and don't ever go to court by it. But I digress on that point. Same reason why so many musical artists, the same thing, is a hot something. But I said what the fuck I said. I'm gonna be real. I low-key believe her low-key, because it's not like she did it in like the nighttime. The bitch did it in broad daylight. Did you not see the video? It was broad daylight in fucking New York City. Bitch was not afraid of being caught by the fucking police. She was destroying shit, breaking the fucking doors of the fucking window. Walked out, literally paused for a minute and breathed. Walked all the way to the corner of the step and literally was talking her shit while the police was like arresting her, and literally said and told the police, I was gonna burn that bitch too. A bitch like that ain't finna do all that. I'm me personally, if you really don't feel in your heart that your shit was stolen, I don't know, I just feel like the anger is very valid. I don't know, maybe I really believe it was a valid crash out though. I don't know, I feel like Drake really did steal that shit, because that was she literally crashed the fuck out in broad daylight in fucking New York City, in New York, in Drake's fucking store, and literally said the damage was almost $24,000. Like I said, there's nothing new for Drake. Drake allegedly has been caught several times stealing underground artist work. I mean, it's the same dude that fakes his accent all the fucking time. So are we really shocked that a designer's coming out and literally being arrested for literally vandalizing and destroying Drake's New York store based on him stealing designs? I don't understand it. In today's economy, bitches trying to get paid. It's too hard out there. It's too expensive out there for designers and artists to be having their work stolen and not getting a cut or percentage. I'm not going to be surprised if you don't see more and more fucking designers going the fuck off when shit happens like this. Again, this is all alleged. We don't know her real profession. We don't know if she's a real designer, but she is from Queens. She is 31, and she claims she's a designer or aspiring designer from Queens, and it was already confirmed she's literally from Queens, New York. So I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. But I'm just thinking it's very interesting. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That was her thrashing the stove. You know what I mean? The cops came and arrested her on the scene, and she told the cops, I was gonna burn that mother down too. Yeah, what's happening? You know what I mean? I hope you enjoying this episode. You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoy this episode. You feel me? Hope you enjoy these clips. Hope you enjoying this information that I'm giving you. So go and hit the subscribe button to your daily hood journalist. You feel me? And follow along Monday through Friday and get your news and updates and all that good Monday through Friday right here on Kons Podcast. So go on to hit that subscribe button right now. Now is your time to do so if you ain't already. You feel me? Go on to hit that tell your people about it. Tell everybody to hit that too. You know what I'm saying? They won't be not satisfied. You feel me? Monday through Friday, hitting you with these news and updates, keeping you updated on current. Go on to hit that subscribe button for me. You know what I mean? Do that right now. You feel me? You ain't doing nothing else. Go ahead and do it. Mariah Carey, you know what I'm saying? Mariah Carey was on some interview speaking about she was starstruck when she said Tupac had said her name, seen her, and said, hey, Mariah. You know what I mean? This is how she imitated that he had said it, and she was starstruck after that. You know what I mean? She was just, oh my God, got to screaming, you know, white girl screaming starstruck, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't believe that he knew her name and all that. She's Mariah Carey, you know what I'm saying? So she was definitely starstruck by that. Said she wished she had dated him back in the day. She got butterflies in her stomach, she said. You know what I mean? She just couldn't understand the feelings. Said she got butterflies when he knew her name and said her name. You know what I mean? So this next little clip is just her on this interview speaking on this situation with Tupac. Check it out.
In the book, there's a story of a young man that you saw driving in with the Rolls Royce, and he says, hey Mariah, and then that whole night you were like, oh my gosh, I feel like butterflies.
Yes, more than butterflies.
Tupac Shakur. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in that music video, I'm like, okay, this could be that.
They could have turned that around and made it that. Right? Perfect.
Yeah. The moment was like at the AMAs, and Pac had pulled up and said, hey Mariah, and the way that you wrote, I love your pen, because it's like my name just came out of his mouth like smoke. Like it was just a beautiful like, hi Mariah. And then that whole night, it was like Mariah was like, "Oh my gosh, he said hi to me." But you're Mariah Carey.
Well, he said it like, "Hi, Mariah." And I was like,
he knows who I am.
And I was hosting the AMAs that year, so I had to
busy.
I had to keep going back and forth, but I wanted to keep going back and forth because that happened.
Would you have done a song with him? I know that that would have been, I guess, the perfect moment. Unfortunately, we lost him too soon.
I know.
But seeing what you did with hip hop, where you were able to combine the two, especially around the moment that you did, it wasn't too, I guess they weren't telling you, hey, this is something you should do, this would better your career. This is something you did in spite of anyone telling you not to.
It was definitely in spite of anyone telling me not to. And I just, I loved hip hop, and I loved the moments that we're talking about, especially Hi Mariah. So yeah, it was a pretty major moment for me.
You know what I'm saying? That was Mariah Carey giving you full detail of her little interaction that she had with Pac and was starstruck after he said her name. Said she got butterflies after hearing her name roll off his tongue, she said. But that's all the topics I got for you today. Quick little 3 topics, you know what I'm saying, on this fine Thursday. You know what I mean? So before we go into the closing thoughts, quick little recap of what I just let you know, in case you didn't know. I let you know that Cardi B is in court switching up wigs. Went from blonde wig, long hair, from a short wig, little bob, you know what I'm saying? Switching them up in court, trying to confuse the defense. Also let you know that Drake's OVO Store out in New York got vandalized by somebody claiming that he stole her designs. She's some up-and-coming designer from Queens, New York. She was thrashing the store, breaking windows and all that. And also just let you know that Mariah Carey said she was starstruck when Pac knew her name, said what's up to her. She got butterflies in her stomach. Said she wished she had dated him back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's everything we just went over, you know what I'm saying? So for the closing final thoughts, closing final thoughts, however it is that you want to word them words, you feel me? Whatever order that you want to put them in. This is that part of the show where I let you know my thoughts and how I feel on these 3 subjects that we just went over. You know what I'm saying? So Cardi B, you know what I mean, went to court being herself, you know what I'm saying, being her little hood self, you feel me? Gotta love Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? She ain't never not gonna be Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? No matter where she at, we done seen her in interviews, award shows, in Hollywood, Met Gala, you know what I'm saying? She done had a whole fight at Met Gala, throwing heels and throwing hats at Nicki Minaj. We done seen all this, you know what I'm saying? Met Gala is one of the most prestigious parties, events, venues that you could be invited to as a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of similar to the Rock Nation brunch, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That they have, you feel me? That they hold annually, and only certain people get that invite. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of rappers that you can look up, and they talking about how they feel in a way that they never got invited to these brunches or the Met Gala or anything of that nature, because it's very prestigious. I mean, you have made it. You have the elites know your name. They know who you is if you getting the invite to these places. You know what I'm saying? So Cardi B has been seen at these places and still being her hood self. No matter how elitist of an event that she is attending, she gonna be Cardi Mother B, you know what I'm saying, from the Bronx, the whatever hood she from in New York, you feel me? She gonna always be that, even in this courtroom, in these courtroom clips that you've seen, you know what I'm saying, like the ones that you see rolling over to the side of the screen, you know what I mean? You can see she just being herself, you know what I'm saying? She be herself at all times, you feel me? Cussing all in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? What did you say? She told him, man, I said, you a motherfucking lie. That's a motherfucking lie, you feel me? Said all this in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was hilarious to see, you know what I mean? Being that she just gonna always be herself. We gotta love Cardi for that. with her music, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely love her as a person and who she is, being that she is herself. Wherever she go, wherever you see her, you getting Cardi B, you know what I mean? It ain't no gimmick. It ain't no for the camera, you know what I mean? That's who she is for real, you know what I mean? You gotta appreciate that for sure, you know what I mean? It's like Lil Boosie, you know what I'm saying? He another one. That's just a real one, you know what I mean? No matter what camera, what type of millions of dollars of people he in front of, he gonna always be Boosie. You gonna get hood, Louisiana, Boosie, you feel me? At all times, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta learn, you gotta appreciate that in people, especially celebrities, you know what I mean? So Drake's OVO shop out there in New York was getting up by somebody who said that this stole her designs, and she was fed up and said, you know what, today I'm getting that up, you know what I'm saying? Went and up the glass, the stuff inside. You seen her in there thrashing sculptures and throwing around and all kind of she was doing, you know what I'm saying? Some people were saying that, oh, she just doing that for clout. Some people were saying, man, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? I believe her too, though. You're not gonna go and just do that for some clout, you know what I'm saying? That's something that's a passion. She was passionate. I mean, you gotta be thinking on that a long time to make your way down to the stove and decide to take a hammer, you feel me, and smash the glass up and then go in the stove and start throwing around sculptures and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is passionate. You feel me? So that was something that was on her mind. That was getting on her nerves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this nigga making all this money off of these designs. These are my designs. You know what I'm saying? Anybody would be mad. You feel me? Any individual that's a human would definitely feel a way about that, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you see all these millions of dollars and you ain't getting a single copper penny and you looking at your designs being sold. Anybody would get fed up and want to go down there and thrash it out, you know what I mean? Especially after, when I heard that she told the police, I was gonna burn that motherfucker down if y'all hadn't came. You know what I'm saying? Being that she told the cops that, she didn't give no more at that time, you know what I mean? She was done, fed up, she had enough, you know what I'm saying? She was tired, whatever the case may be, you feel me? It definitely seemed like some passion that was coming from that she was waiting around on and looking and seeing in the background for a long time, and this was building up, you know what I'm saying? And she had enough. She reached her boiling point, you know what I mean? I think that's what this was, you know, I don't think this was just somebody chasing a cloud or somebody trying to get their face on the news. I don't think this was none of that nature. I think she was legit in her real feelings about this. She was legit thinking about her finances, probably thinking about where she could be if her name was noticed or mentioned, about her being behind those designs that he's selling. You know what I'm saying? I think was a lot going on. There was a lot behind this for sure. She definitely had motivation, you know what I'm saying, with her story. It's definitely a motive there, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think it was for real. I think she was definitely legit with it for sure. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Mariah Carey said that, you feel me, she got butterflies when Tupac said her name. She even went down and said a little reenactment of how he said her name. You know what I'm saying? Got butterflies and was starstruck when Pac said her name. You know what I'm saying? Said he gave her a little flirtatious little, hey, Mariah. And she was feeling that. You know what I mean? He got butterflies and just was queasy all in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? She was loving it. Said she wished she had dated the man. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they was even talking, if they even had a thing, if Pac knew this about her, if he liked her. I don't know. You feel me? He might have wanted to hit something by the way he said her name. I'm saying by the way she reenacted how he said her name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she said she got butterflies after she heard her name roll off his tongue, she said. You know what I mean? So that was something that was news, you feel me, to me. And you know what I'm saying? We heard about all of Pac's little crushes before. If you up in the age, around my age, you know what I'm saying? We didn't heard about all his little females that he didn't, you know, we didn't seen him with Madonna, we didn't seen him with Janet, we didn't seen him with Jada, you know what I mean? All these different women. But never once have I heard of Mariah Carey, anything between Pac and Mariah Carey. Not one time, never have I heard that before, you feel me? So she let the cat out the bag with that one for sure. And whatever interview this is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure what interview this is, you feel me? But yeah, she definitely let it out with that one, because I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? I had no idea. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I remember all the Pac's little love interests and triangles and all that. You know what I'm saying? Faith Evans, she was one of them. You feel me? So, but never have I heard of him fucking around with Mariah Carey. I ain't never heard that one before. You know what I mean? So maybe they never messed around. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was just flirting with her at the time and she was starstruck off that little flirt. Maybe that was their only interaction. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, though, you know what I mean? That's my closing thoughts on these three topics, these three subjects, you know what I'm saying, for episode 293. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all too long on this good Thursday. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a late one. It's gonna be a late one tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what time this is gonna finally drop in y'all notifications, you know what I mean? But it'll be late tonight for sure, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody for tuning in. You feel me? Hopefully I put you up on some type of headline, some type of event, some type of news, whatever it is that the case may be. Hopefully you didn't know and you heard about it right here on Kons Podcast. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for tuning in, because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do, no matter who you was. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little brother, little sister, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little cousin, older cousin, you could have been cousin Pete, could have been cousin Man, cousin George, you know what I'm saying? Could have been Uncle Pete, could have been Uncle George, you know what I mean? Could have been a mother, a father, a grandma, auntie, uncle, you know what I'm saying, a grandfather, whoever you is. And if you got pets and they sitting there right along with you watching this episode, you feel me? Whether your pet could be a cat, you have a pet dog, you have a pet hedgehog, a ferret, you have a pet squirrel, you have a pet fish, you have a pet hamster, a pet rat, you have a pet snake, you know what I'm saying? You have a pet bearded dragon, a pet iguana, whoever your pet is, you know what I'm saying? I definitely with them while they been watching the podcast right along with you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely with them like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen. You know what I mean? Giving you that good salute. You know what I'm saying? This beat that you hear creeping up was made by none other than Amazing Beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga. Oh, rest in peace. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank all y'all for tuning in. Thank all y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the beat you hear is made by Amazing Beats. I'm gonna let him talk to you. You know what I'm saying? In the background, while these credits roll up your screen. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Kons Podcast.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? Don't you? You hate me, 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 don't you?
Kons Podcast. Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
Constant content.
You hate me, don't you?
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that?
Kons motherfucking podcast.